Hey guys, Marissa at KitchenTableStamper.com. I want to run you through putting together this Sweet Baker's box treat for Christmas time. I am giving all of the girls who use the hostess code on my blog for my business launch one of these kits as my thank you gift, and I thought I'd run through a video on how to put it together. If you're interested in getting one of these kits, I have one right here. I'd like to give it away. Please go over to KitchenTableStamper.com, leave a comment on my blog under this video, and somebody will get this kit. I'll choose a winner on Friday. All right, let me go through what is included in the kit here first in measurements. So if you want to make one of these at home, you can. The first thing you'll need is 2 6x6 pieces of cherry cobbler cardstock. You're going to cut those 2 pieces of 6x6 cardstock with the Baker's Box Thinlits die. All right, so that's that. And then I used the Pincones Presents Designer Series paper. You need a couple of pieces to decorate your box. The side pieces are 2 1/8 by 2 1/8, so squares. The back and the front piece are both 2 1/8 by 2 1/2. Okay, moving on to the Whisper White cardstock for the snowdrifts here. The front is 2 1/2 by 1 1/4. The back is 2 1/2 by 3/4, and the side pieces are 2 1/8 by 1/2. And then you need Crumb Cake cardstock, 2 1/2 by 3 and 1 by 4. The Emerald Envy ribbon from the Silky Taffeta ribbon combo pack is 12 inches. And I've got a couple of Pom Pom Trim pieces here. This one's about 1.5 inches and this one's about 2.5 inches. All right, so that's the pieces if you'd like to recreate this project at home. Let's get started. We'll put together our box first. Okay, so the 2 pieces here, I've already worked the score lines and I've added the adhesive. You're gonna put adhesive on the 4 tabs, so 2 here, 2 here, and then you're gonna flip those over and you're gonna put adhesive here on this flap across the top, and same here on the flap across the top. All right, so what I need to do here is expose the adhesive on the first piece on the tabs and work with the adhesive as you go. Okay. So I've got my box with the adhesive exposed and I'm going to join the 2 pieces. Okay, now that those are joined, I'm going to flip my box over, fold this first panel in, and then expose the adhesive. Now that we've got the tabs and the adhesive is exposed, we'll just fold and close the box. Add the Designer Series paper. I'm using a snail adhesive and I'm going to place all 4 panels around the box. Okay, now we're to the front. A little more snail adhesive. Make sure that your trees on this pattern paper do point up. Okay. Now onto the Whisper White pieces. Sides, back and front. What I did, you can see, is I fashioned kind of a snowdrift here, and I just took scissors and freehand cut. There you go. You'll do that to all 4 of your snowbank pieces. Okay, now with the snail adhesive on the back of these, I'm going to add my snowdrifts. Making sure to put these smaller pieces on the sides. Okay. So there's our box with its background pieces. Now at this point, you can go ahead and fold up the bottom. So what we're gonna do is from the bottom of the box, we're gonna fold in the side tabs and expose the adhesive on these bottom tabs. Again, the adhesive is on this little fold over tab along the very top edge. All right, so with the sides folded in, you're going to bring the front and back together, lifting at the score lines, those tabs with the adhesive, and then joining them together. Very easy. All right, now what I like to do is once the adhesive is made contact, I like to go in with the handle of my scissors in the bottom of the box and just do a little burnishing. Make sure that adhesive really grabs. There it is. How cute is that? And simple too. All right, now let's embellish this box. All right, time to do some stamping. We've got the Santa Sleigh stamp set, and I actually use the bundle. We're gonna cut out the reindeer and the bow using the Thinlit dies, and then hang your stockings. This Merry Christmas sentiment we're gonna use on the tag. Okay, so early espresso ink and my little reindeer from Santa's sleigh. And the Thinlits die. I like to take a little bit of low tack tape and just hold that die in place. I'll run that through the Big Shot. And then I saved this piece from cutting out the two pieces for the body of the box. Going to ink the little bow from Santa's sleigh using cherry cobbler and stamp it right there in that little corner scrap. I've also got the Thinlits die for that, and I'll just line it up where I want it to cut. Use a little bit of low tack tape to keep it. All right. So back to the Big Shot. I've got a magnetic platform and a cutting pad. I'm going to put my deer and my bow, run those through the machine and cut them out. I've got the tiniest little piece of dimensional adhesive. I like to use the edges of my dimensionals for this, and I'm gonna cut up little bits for the bow. Dress up our little reindeer and add some snail adhesive. You can use a liquid glue here too, that's fine. Add our pretty deer. Okay, next up is this tag here. I've got the 1x4 piece of Crumb Cake and the banner triple punch. I'm going to go ahead and slide that 1-inch piece in, punch, and get a perfect dovetail every time. So for those of you who have trouble with that with scissors, this punch is phenomenal. And going to choose a pattern from the Pincones Presents Designer Series washi tape. I think I'm gonna go with this cherry cobbler kind of sweater pattern. And put that on the end of my tag. And cut off the excess. Next, early espresso ink and that Merry Christmas sentiment from Hang Your Stockings. Let's make sure that goes the right way. Okay, so we got a little strong adhesive right here along the washi tape, and we're going to add our little pom-pom fringe. Just stick it right down into that strong adhesive. Okay. And then to close the box, at this point you'll want to fill it with some treats. and add the tiniest bit of snail adhesive on the back of the tag, and it's really just to help hold it in place. It's an extra set of hands at this point. And then punch a hole through the tag and the box. Thread the ribbon and tie a pretty bow. All right, there it is. If you've got any messy edges, you can trim the ribbon. But there they are. Pretty Christmas Baker's Box treats. If you've got any questions, if I can help you with anything, just email me, Marissa@kitchentablestamper.com. Thanks for watching.